Beckettville, small town, nestled in a valley, shrouded in secrets. For generations, stories had been told, whispered warnings of a creature, the Mothman, a harbinger of doom. Some dismissed it, a child's tale. Others weren't so sure. They had seen it, looming in the fog, red eyes glowing. But the legend was fading, becoming folklore, until now. The first body was found by the river, twisted, broken. The sheriff, a weathered man named Roy, had never seen anything like it. The eyes, gone. The fear etched on the man's face, palpable. Then came another body, and another, each one bearing the same horrific marks. Panic gripped Beckettville. The whispers grew louder. The Mothman had returned. Eli, a seasoned hunter, scoffed at the rumors. He'd lived in Beckettville all his life, seen his share of predators. Just animals, he'd say, his voice gruff. Bigger than most, maybe, but still just animals. But even Eli couldn't ignore the fear that had settled over the town, the way people avoided his gaze, the way mothers clutched their children closer. Something was different this time. Something was wrong. Eli decided to patrol the woods, armed with his rifle and a healthy dose of skepticism. The forest was alive with sound. Crickets chirped, owls hooted, but there was something else too, a low hum, like static in the air. Then he saw it, a shadow, moving between the trees. Eli raised his rifle. His heart pounded in his chest. "Come out!" he called, his voice tight. The shadow moved closer. Section 5. The Eyes of Death. It stepped into a clearing. Moonlight illuminated its form, tall, gaunt, with wings that stretched out like a shroud, its eyes, two burning embers, fixed on Eli. He had never felt fear like this. It was primal, all-consuming. Eli stumbled back, his rifle falling from his grasp. This was no animal. This was something else, something evil. Section 6. A desperate flight. Eli turned and ran. He didn't look back. He could hear the creature behind him, its wings beating the air. He ran through the undergrowth. Thorns tore at his skin, but he didn't stop. He couldn't stop. The humming grew louder, vibrating through his bones. He burst out of the trees into the open field, but it was too late. Section 7. The Price of Truth. The creature descended on him. Its claws raked his back. Eli screamed, a sound lost in the night. He looked into its eyes one last time, saw his own fear reflected back at him. Then everything went black. Section 8. Silence Falls. The search party found Eli's body the next morning, or what was left of it. The sheriff stood over the remains, his face pale. He had seen enough death to last a lifetime, but this was different. The silence in the woods was deafening. Section 9. A town changed. Fear gripped Beckettville like a vice. The whispers stopped, replaced by a chilling silence. People bolted their doors, avoided the woods. The legend of the Mothman was no longer a story. It was a terrifying reality. Section 10. The legend lives on. Years have passed. The memory of that night still lingers, a dark stain on the soul of Beckettville. Some say the Mothman is gone, others aren't so sure. But one thing is certain, the legend lives on. A chilling reminder that some secrets are best left buried, in the shadows, in the dark, where the Mothman waits.